Hello everyone and welcome back to Hoshizora no Memoria. Let's continue. Afterwards, I leave for the lookout to wait nightfall. Asuho didn't tell me about her rain alarm, so I figured the sky will be clear. The rainy season has already passed. Good day. Weren't you the one who said good day first? I'm starting to get tired of hearing that line. Mare looks around restlessly. They probably aren't coming today. I didn't bring it. She frowns. You wanted to observe the stars? Sorry. It's not a replacement, but I brought this with me. I hand her the sheet of paper. An application form for the Tenkeru. Astronomy Lovers Circle, Tenkeru for short. That's right, if you join this circle, you'll be able to look at the stars just the way you like it. I spread my arms out in exaggeration. How about it, Mare? Will you consider pursuing the stars that are suspended in the vast cosmos with us? She refuses. Why not? Didn't you peek through the telescope yesterday? What? You were engrossed in it, weren't you? Didn't you have fun stargazing? In that case, then why did you look tirelessly at the stars of Tanabata last night? You went on doing that for an hour. Mare, can you sign this? You just have to write your name, that's all. I'll handle the rest and everything will be okay. We'll all be happy. Will you join the Tenkeru? This stubborn girl. Tonight's mission faces imminent difficulty. I just want you to join. What's that supposed to mean? I want to watch the stars with you. Even so, I'm begging you. Even the Tenkeru wants to observe the stars with you, Mare. I want to be with you more, Mare. She turns red. It's a sign that you want to join. If I block your scythe in midair, will you join the Tenkeru? Sorry, that was a joke. To be honest, there's a reason why I'm insisting on you joining. You see, the Tenkeru is a hobby circle in Hibariko. So you knew about it? So you see, the Tenkeru is in danger of being disbanded. She gives an indifferent response. Thus, we need one more member so we don't get disbanded. That's how it is. If you join, we won't have to get disbanded. So please consider helping me out by joining. The stubborn girl. Then what am I supposed to do? The reason I asked you was because I didn't want it disbanded. What's with you trying to be poetic all of a sudden? Here's a pen. The only thing left is your signature. If you just put your name on this form, everything will work out. Mare throws away the application form. Shit! Mare jolts up and runs behind the bushes upon seeing my imitation of Okaizumi-senpai. Hey Mare, I won't do it anymore, so come out. She pops out from the shadows behind a tree with a nervous look. She thinks I'm a mad dog. One look tells me that she's really frightened.
もしやったら今度から犬の変態くんって呼ぶからね。
That's the worst nickname to have as a human.
わかった。
Understood. She comes back nervously. Well then, how about it?
何がよ。
Did I get my message of enthusiasm across?
変態な熱意はわかった。
Will you join the Tenkuru?
より一層入りたくなくなった。
What exactly do you want me to do, Mare?
なんか当てつけがましい言い方ね。
What do I do to get you to join? I ask her in resignation.
そもそも私はひばり校の生徒じゃないんだけど、テンクルに入れるの？
We'll think of something. In fact, we're in the process of sorting it out right now.
そこまでして私に入ってほしいの？
Yeah,
そんなにテンクルが廃部になるのが嫌？
that too. However, that's not all.
何？
I told you, it's because I want to be with you, Mare. Mare hugs her scythe tightly. I continue. You see, Mare, even if you don't join, I have no intention of letting the Tenkuru get disbanded. I'll definitely make the Tenkuru live on. So if the Tenkuru's club activities become officialized, I think everyone will observe the stars at night more often. If that happens, it will become difficult for me to come here. I think you know this already, but this lookout is off limits. We can't use this place for club activities. I can't come see you anymore. I love the Tenkuru, that's why I participate. But it gets lonely when you aren't there. So will you join the Tenkuru? Join the Tenkuru and look through the telescope on top of Hibariko's rooftop with us next time. Mary doesn't answer. It's as if she's worried about what to respond. Though realistically, it's not as if I'll stop coming here altogether. I have yet to give up on the girl from the lookout. Asuho told me to wait for her whilst looking up at the starry sky from this splendid lookout. I had also intended to do that. Nevertheless, opportunities would decrease. The number of times I'm able to meet Mare will decrease. I pick up the application form that was thrown away and hand it to Mare again. Sorry, it feels as if I'm forcing you into this. Mare lets out a sigh.
本当にそう。押し付けは嫌いって言ってたくせに。
That's why it doesn't have to be now. Please think about it first. Ideally, I want a response by next Monday, but I'll be too forceful if I ask too much of her.
名前書かないかもしれないからね。
Yeah,
そうなっても恨まないでね。
yeah, I understand. She turns around. Is she heading back? Before disappearing, she gives me one last glance over her shoulder.
さよなら、変態くん。
Mare vanishes. I think she just said see you tomorrow, or way, or another, or way. I pass by the school gates on the way back home. It's Aoi again. Hey, that's... I can make out the shape of someone ahead. I recognize the small figure that's descending down the hill. I start sprinting after her. Aoi-san! She gets startled by the voice calling out to her from behind. She stops walking and turns around slowly. Sorry, I didn't intend to surprise you. I'm the one who's surprised.
お化けかと思いました。
She's holding a long object that I've grown accustomed to seeing. That's a telescope, isn't it? In spite of the darkness, there's no mistaking it. As if she was hiding it, she turns around and starts walking again. I hurry to her side. What's with that?
どういう意味ですか？
I was wondering if you were observing the stars. I asked without thinking. Horoscopes and telescopes. I wouldn't believe she didn't have an interest in the stars even if she said so. Aoi is walking silently. Were you at the lookout just then?
展望台？
The place at the top of the hill. You weren't there? Based on the direction she was coming from, the lookout and the school are the only likely places. I didn't see Aoi, but judging by the size of the lookout, I may not have noticed her. Aoi has a difficult expression on.
あそこって入れないんじゃないんですか？
It's off limits, but the fence is easy to bypass.
入ったことあるんですか？
Yeah, and what about you, Aoi-san? She shakes her head. You weren't at the lookout?
違いますけど。
What? Then what's with the telescope?
私のです。
I already know that. Weren't you observing the stars just then? Aoi doesn't answer. You were going to think of me as being persistent, but can I ask something?
何ですか?
Will you join the Tenkuru? Her face tenses up.
それはもう断ったはずです。
You're interested in the stars, aren't you?
そんなことないです。
Then what about the telescope?
これは望遠鏡じゃないです。
Then what is it?
チョコです。
What? That's the excuse one makes when hiding cigarettes.
でも私のだから食べさせません。
It's edible?
無理をすれば多分。
Can you digest it properly?
無理をすれば多分。
Leaving that aside, aren't you going to chip your teeth?
うざい。
Her words stab me. By the way, I've got one more club entrance form with me.
もう一枚の意味がわかりませんけど、入らないって言いました。
The Tenkuru is in danger of being disbanded.
いきなり話が飛んだような。
So you see, in order to not get disbanded, we need one more member.
そうですか。
That's how it is. If you join, we won't have to be abolished.
そうですか。
So please join the Tenkuru and help me out.
お断りです。
I love the Tenkuru.
また話が飛んだような。
That's why I participate in its club activities, but I feel lonely when you aren't there. He's saying the same things to her that he said to Mare. So please, Aoi-san, will you join the Tenkuru? Will you join and look through telescopes with us on Hibariku's rooftop?
覗きません。
There seemed to be a hint of doubt in Aoi-san's reply.
なんでいきなり状況描写なんですか？それに悩んでませんし。
Sorry, I know I'm being a bit pushy.
全くです。
That's why it doesn't have to be now. Think about it first.
考えた結果、お断りです。
Like the situation with Mare, this isn't going too well. You're not joining no matter what.
そう言ってます。
Then what am I supposed to do?
私に聞かれても。
Aoi-san, what exactly do you want me to do?
関わらないでほしいです。
There are no loopholes. I'm not going to give up.
諦めてほしいです。
If you don't join the Tenkuru, I'm going to send Chinami to your house every day.
卑怯です。
So, what are you going to do?
やるしかないか。
Oh shit. This goes beyond my expectations. Actually, forget that I asked.
賢明な判断です。
Where did you go with your telescope?
あなたには関係ありません。
How about we make this my business?
セクハラで訴えますよ。
I'm not going to give up.
ちなみさんといい、あなたといい。
Aoi sighs.
どうして私なんかと関わり合いになりたいのか。
Because you look cute. Because I want to be friends with you. Her expression is filled with amazement.
何のメリットもありませんよ。
You're not the one who decides that, Aoi-san.
あなたたちだとでも言うんですか？
No. I tell her with great expectation. Our current selves aren't the ones to be judging. Not only in the past, but just like how the present me is always thinking about the girl from the lookout. Having our future selves look back on our friendship in fondness is enough. Chinami, did you know that Aoi-san has a telescope? I try asking Chinami about it, who is rarely up and dressed this early in the morning.
葵ちゃんが持ってるのは望遠鏡じゃなくてタロットカードだよ。
Well, she also has a telescope, I found out yesterday.
そうなんだ。UFO 観測用かな。
I'm pretty sure they're usually used for astronomy.
お兄ちゃん、まだ葵ちゃんにテンクルの勧誘してるの？
Yeah.
ダメだよお兄ちゃん。しつこい男は嫌われるんだよ。葵ちゃんは地球外生命体との接触を願って日々その運命の時を占ってるんだから。
I guess this is another one of Chinami's crazy ideas. Does Aoi-san make predictions with the tarot cards in class?
休み時間の時とかたまにやってるよ。
What does she predict?
占いっていうかお願い事してるんだって。おまじないみたいなものって言ってた。
Tarot cards have that function to them? What sort of wishes?
わかんない。葵ちゃん教えてくれないから。
It might be pointless for me to ask Aoi then, considering not even Chinami could get anything out of her. Chinami, from what you can see, would you think that Aoi-san likes the stars?
葵ちゃんは宇宙人が好きだと思うよ。
Jokes aside, what do you think?
ちなみはいつでも本気のちなみだよ。
Chinami aside, what do you think?
ちなみを置いたらちなみがいなくなっちゃうよ、お兄ちゃん。
This conversation isn't going anywhere. It's about time we left.
わ、待って待って。今支度してくるから。
I asked Chinami casually as she stands up from her seat. Hey Chinami, why do you want to be friends with Aoi-san?
そんなの決まってるじゃない。
She responds as if the matter were trivial.
葵ちゃんが好きだからだよ。おはよう、葵ちゃん。
Good morning. She gives us a fleeting glance before proceeding up the hill.
待ってよ、葵ちゃん。
Chinami begins chasing after her. By the time I realized mornings like these have become a routine. Aoi-san, how were your tests?
いつも通りです。
葵ちゃんって頭良さそうだよね。
そんなことない。
今度ちなみにカンニングさせてほしいな。
勉強を教えるんじゃなくてカンニングなんだ。
As her brother, I'll be very grateful if you can teach her.
それは難しいよ、お兄ちゃん。ちなみは運より部の申し子だから、どうせ頭を使うなら中身じゃなくて外側なんだよ。
So you want to use your head to headbutt people?
そういえば授業中はよく居眠りして机に頭ぶつけてる。
You're very attentive.
見たくなくても見えるんです。ちなみさんの後ろの席ですから。
じゃあテスト中にちなみが親指立てたら、それを合図に葵ちゃんが答案を誤って落として、ちなみがそれを拾ってあげると同時に、その答案をちなみのと交換するってはずでよろしくね。
やるわけない。
If Chinami cheats, don't hesitate to tell the teacher.
承知です。
It seems that Aoi is responding to us more than before. That's why, if possible, I want to understand Aoi more. Hey, Aoi-san! I call out to her in front of the school gates before we split up.
何ですか？
If your wish could come true, that would be great. Her wish?
なんでちなみが葵ちゃんに睨まれてるの？
誰にも話さないでほしかった。
まだお兄ちゃん以外には言ってないよ。葵ちゃんが望むなら他の人には話さないよ。ちなみは友達との約束だけは絶対忘れないからね。
Rest assured, for she's telling the truth. I won't tell anyone either. Aoi heads for the school building without saying anything more.
葵ちゃん、怒ったのかな？
We've done something terrible, huh?
まったくだよ。このせいで葵ちゃんがちなみに答案見せてくれなかったらお兄ちゃんを恨むからね。
You only use the external portion of your head, huh?
グリグリには使ってほしくないよ、お兄ちゃん。
I want to have Aoi join the Tenkuru. What should I do to make her join? I have a feeling that the answer to that question is out there somewhere. Asuho brings up the topic of recruiting while we are having lunch at the cafeteria after our exams.
私、やっぱりビラ配りやるよ。
これからですか？
このまま家に帰ってもどうせ勉強に集中できないと思うし、最後までやるだけはやりたいからね。
Kusama and I take a glance at each other. Asuka isn't with us. He had promptly finished his lunch and set out to gather information on the urban legend.
二人に手伝ってもらうつもりで行ったんじゃないからね。テストもまだ中盤戦だし。ただ、私がやりたいだけだし。
I'll go too.
私も混ぜてくださいね。
だから無理に手伝ってもらわなくても。
I'm going because I want to.
アスホさんと一緒です。
ようちゃん、おさめちゃん。
Asuho is deeply moved.
私は良い部下を持って幸せ者だよ。
Our vice president is easily moved to tears.